How's it going, everyone? This is the American Foot Channel, and it's been a while, guys. I've been busy with life, but anyways, I saw something pretty interesting. It's been going around for the last couple of days. It's the USL, which is the second and third, and they even have a fourth tier of soccer or football in this country. They've been around for a little while now. They've been growing, they've been adding more teams, more clubs. Seems a little more organic than MLS. It's a league that I try to keep up with as much as I can. I do have a couple teams in like less than an hour's distance from me. I've gone to a couple matches before. I've even made little videos on here before. It's an interesting league. I try to keep up. I do watch MLS more because that's just where my team plays. They play in MLS, so naturally I watch it. By the way, this season should be a better one for us San Jose fans. They've actually made some signings. We have Bruce Arena. But anyway, so that's not even what we're here to talk about. But anyway, so the USL, they announced that they are going to be founding or starting a Division One team or league in 2027, and I thought that was interesting because I was like, Division One, really, to compete directly against MLS. I would love that. I honestly would love that. I think the more clubs, the more teams, the more leagues, the more everything to cover this enormous country, because our country's enormous. Like from California to Maine, it's enormous. So there's a lot of ground to cover. A lot of markets with no teams, whether it's in baseball or NFL or NBA, even hockey. Lots of ground to cover, but I'm iffy about this. I honestly see it more than likely as something that's going to fail and might doom the USL, which is a horrible thought, because there's a lot of people that support these clubs, their local club, and they really are passionate about them, and they're there every weekend. They support, they buy merchandise, they donate, they do everything they can for their team. It's honestly really nice to see. It's remarkable. But I'm afraid it's something that could doom the USL, because, I mean, if you look at the USL now, I can't see most of these current teams becoming Division One teams. Like, they don't even have the stadium requirements, a lot of them. There are a few teams now that have their own specific soccer stadium. A lot of them share it. Some stadiums in the league legitimately are like high school stadiums. They look and feel like high school stadiums. And I'm not talking about big old Texas high school football stadiums. I'm talking about like California bleachers stadiums, where it's just two sides of bleachers and a running track and nothing much else. That's what a lot of the stadiums are like. So in that aspect, I can't really see how they would become Division One sanctioned. That'd be interesting. There's also the whole money aspect. There's also the fact that USL a few years ago, several years ago now at this point, they came out and promised that they'd be doing promotion relegation from their leagues, which is USL Championship, League One, League Two. We have yet to see that. So you're telling me that this first division league with all these teams, there's a capacity limit. I think it's like 15,000. You're telling me all of a sudden all these teams are going to have the infrastructure 2 years from now, because we're in 2025. Don't forget. I know it's only February, but we are in 2025 now. You're telling me that these teams are going to have all of this by then? I can't see that being the case, and I can see them going for this and then this just crashing and burning and just dooming the league and leaving MLS with the option to pick whatever teams they want from there and bring them over to their league. Not even like MLS, like the first division. I'm talking about like MLS Next Pro, which is like third tier, which is where there's reserve teams. So, I don't want to see that. I personally do not want to see that. I don't want to see USL fail. I feel horrible for the fans. There's some clubs there that I really dig. I keep up with them. They're not my hometown team, so I don't attend their games as often, if almost never. But I like keeping up, and I have people that also watch football that they keep up with USL too, and they try their best. We've been seeing some pretty big signings, at least for USL level recently. The league is just expanding, so I would hate for them to crash and burn. But yeah, I mean, this first division, I mean, I'd be interested. I'd be fascinated. We've seen the USL take out a league before. They kind of took out the NASL when they were fighting for that second division status. USL was just like, they're like, hey, we have better infrastructure, we have more money, and they took over. But I just can't see it, guys. I mean, I don't know. You guys let me know down in the comments what you think. I would be fascinated. Like I said, there's a handful of clubs that could pull this off. Most of them, if not all of them, would pretty much have to switch where they play, switch stadiums, maybe even go play in a neighboring city, because they just don't have the stadiums, the infrastructure. It's, MLS, back in the day, a lot of the teams didn't have their own stadiums. They had to share or rent out. But most of the teams played in relatively big stadiums. Some teams played in stadiums that were way too big for them, like the Red Bulls, and even like the Galaxy played at the Rose Bowl at some point. Massive stadiums, enormous. They only fill out for like big events. So there's a couple USL teams that do play in pretty big stadiums like that. They definitely don't fill them out. And then there's also a couple USL teams that play in like baseball stadiums, like minor league baseball. So I don't know how it's going to work. I mean, we've seen it in MLS before. We see it now with the Yankees, or with NYCFC at the Yankee Stadium. You can do it, but I just can't see it, guys. I can't see this plan happen and start 2 years from now. It's just, I can't even like process that happening. Like I said, I would like for the league to rival MLS. That'd be great. I think MLS needs some humbling. I think they need some pressure. They kind of get away with whatever the hell they want at this point when it comes to making up random tournaments against Liga MX teams for some reason. Well, we know the reason why. Money. Dissing the US Open Cup, which is a fantastic old competition, like something that's real and organic, that has tradition in this country when it comes to football. We don't have a whole lot of that, but that's one of the competitions. So we see them dissing that. They get away with a lot, guys. So it'd be nice. It'd be nice to see them compete. But like I said, I can't see it. And like I told you guys, let me know down in the comments what you think. Anyways, that's something I had thoughts about. I just had to talk about it because it's interesting. I can't see it working out. I would love to be wrong, guys. I would love it. I would gladly eat my words, but I don't think it's going to happen. But anyways, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. And y'all take care. Have a good one.